Welcome. My name is Joe Barlow, and welcome to the JBM Daily Show. JBM stands for Joseph Barlow Ministries, and this month we're talking about evangelism. I want to get into the Word and just share some things with you. And today I really want to talk about why should we evangelize? Now, I'm talking to Christians. If you're not a Christian, sit back and listen. There may be some things in here that really will stir you and cause you to wonder. And I will warn you, though, that if you're listening, you're on a slippery slope. And we hope that you'll fall in to the loving arms of Jesus. And that's just what we're all about. And that's really what we're talking about, is how to help Christians. And so Christians, you can listen here. How to help Christians be more effective in evangelism. So it's always best to start with why. I like to say, I tell my kids, the whys, asking why, the whys will make you wise. So if you know why, then there's some wisdom in there. I used to be real boisterous and sharing with every person I could think of about my faith because I was overflowing. Well, there's a good why right there. I was overflowing with love. I was overflowing with excitement. I was overflowing with stories. God was doing amazing things in my life, and I just wanted to share with the people that I loved. And then when you're a Christian, you love everybody. So you're just, you're just oozing or overflowing with love, and you just want people to be blessed. And so that's a good reason, actually. That's the most natural reason why to evangelize. And when I say evangelize, really what I'm talking about is just sharing, really just witnessing. When I say witnessing as a verb, I'm saying that if God has done something in your life and you saw it happen, then you are a witness to what God did. Easy enough. So if you just share with people what happened to you, then you are witnessing, okay? And so that's kind of a Christianese term, which I really don't like too much, but there's some things you just can't get past. You have to use the terminology or the lingo, okay? So why evangelize? One reason is just because you're so full. Once you're touched by the love of God, and God begins to have free reign to move in your life because you've made him the Lord of your life, it's almost like he moves into your heart, and then he just starts rearranging the furniture. He rearranges things on the inside of you. So all of a sudden, you're thinking differently, you're seeing things differently, you look at people differently, your motivations have changed. There's a real serious renovation that goes on the inside of your heart once you get born again. And so if that life is real, then I would tell you that life is bigger than the body you live in. And because of that, that should be overflowing. If it's not happening, I recommend you get around some Christians who are on fire for God, who love God with all their heart. Get around people who talk about the love of Jesus Christ or what he has done for you on the cross. Get around people like that. Listen to some teaching from people who are going to not tell you what you have to do this, you have to do that to please God. Let me tell you something. God didn't save us because he was pleased with us. God sent his son, Jesus Christ, to die for us, to save us, because we were absolutely without hope. God didn't save you because you were the best looking guy on the planet, or because you're so cool, or God thought, wow, I would really like to have him in my kingdom, or her in my kingdom. No way. We were worthless. Like Paul in the Bible talks about, we were the scum of the earth, the refuse of the world. And we needed a Savior. Now, Christians are getting a lot of bad press lately, and they have always gotten bad press. The world, the scriptures say that the Egyptians hated shepherds. Well, that's the Egyptians then are a type of the world, and shepherds are a type of pastors and Christians. It's a despicable thing to the world. Well, thank God, we'll just leave it at that. Jesus saw value in us. God the Father saw value in us. And so he reached down with his son, Jesus Christ, and he saved us. He drew us up out of hell, out of death, out of sin, and he gave us a transformed life. He fixed us. It's actually, you know what, it's better than fixing. You know how if you have insurance and let's say somebody damaged your car and you get a big dent, and then they say, the insurance company says, well, we'll fix that for you. You're not really sure if you want it fixed, because, what if the frame is broken, or, what if something's wrong internally? And so they go and they try to fix your car and put it back in place. I'll tell you this, replacement insurance is always better, always better. So if my TV breaks and I have replacement insurance, I get a new TV. If my car gets smashed and I got replacement insurance, I get a new car, okay? This is what happened with the new birth. God did not come to try to fix us. He just came and he put his spirit in us. And that I love. Because I still have the same mind, the same soul, but he put his spirit in me. That's like putting a new, back when I was raised, we had a 286 chip in the computer. Then when we went to 386, we thought we were really doing great. Then 486, then they got into Pentiums, and then on from there. But every time you got a new chip, boy, things operated differently. It was stronger, faster. You can get a lot more done. We got a new spirit on the inside of us, and so we've become a different person. Paul says in Galatians 2:20, it says that I am crucified with Christ, nevertheless I live. Yet not I, but Christ lives in me. And the life that I now live in this flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave his life for me. So here, what I'm talking about today is the fact that there's an overflow. Why should we evangelize? Why should we share and tell other people? It's because there's an overflow. If you're overflowing, it's awesome. You just are loving people. You're just loving them. So come back tomorrow. I got more to share. I want to keep these shows nice and quick and short for you. But I really think there's a lot to learn. So come right back, all right? We'll see you tomorrow. God bless.